Welcome back to the Battle Creek Bombers pregame show here on Ustream Stretch Internet and Access Vision. I am Max Gunn, and joining me here up in the press box to my left is Ryan Budnick. Ryan, thanks for joining me. How are you?
No problem. How are you? Good to be here.
Doing well. Great to have you aboard. So, Ryan, let's talk about your season so far here in Battle Creek. You were really never able to get started right after you arrived because you were hampered by a right shoulder injury. You missed over 2 weeks of action. You're back now. But talk about what that was like coming here to Battle Creek and really not even being able to play.
Well, my injury kind of started before I came here during school, and just never really was able to get comfortable and couldn't really feel my swing out. So, like during the game situation, couldn't really produce what I wanted to, and it got to the point where I was told the trainers, like, this is really bugging me. I need you guys to look at this, and then we decided to shut it down for a couple weeks so I could get fully healthy, so I don't hurt it more and then have to miss more baseball than I already did. So
in your limited time so far, you have been productive. You have just 5 hits on the year, but you have 8 runs batted in on those 5 hits. What's led to that success now that you're healthy?
Really just playing the game of baseball. And I've learned that this year at Santa Clara. Just putting the ball in play, and all of those RBIs necessarily haven't come from all those hits. A lot of them, there's been several sac flies or some just ground balls that scored a runner from home. But really, it's just putting the ball in play and knowing how to play the game. And I got to thank Santa Clara for teaching me that this last year to really grasp that.
Talk about Santa Clara. You're a guy from the West Coast. You're from a town called Edmonds, Washington, which is about 15 minutes west of Seattle. Play your college ball, like you said, at Santa Clara University in San Jose. What made you want to play for Santa Clara? Was it the West Coast factor, being from Seattle?
Yeah. I'm a JUCO guy, so I just transferred there for this year for my first year, my junior season, and coming out of my junior college, I had a couple of options ranging from the West Coast to the Midwest, and I gotta say the West Coast was a huge factor, and then California, coming from Seattle where it kind of rains quite a bit, and then going to California where there's beautiful weather, I couldn't say no to that. And on top of it, our campus is beautiful and the facilities are unreal, and our coaching staff made me feel right at home right away.
And with Santa Clara, you're playing with your buddy here for the Battle Creek Bombers in Summer League. Relief pitcher Nick Medeiros is also joining you here. How much fun is it playing with him?
Well, it's been awesome. Nick and I just met each other this year, obviously, and just getting to be able to know him more and hang out with him and see him like outside of baseball even more, like here, is just been awesome. I mean, he's one of my good friends, and I can't wait to get back to school with him and have the same goal of going as far as we can this season and winning a WCC tournament season.
So at the plate this season, you have 8 walks and just 4 strikeouts. Have you always been a guy that's walked a lot and seen the ball that well?
I've always gotten my fair share of walks, but this recently I kind of changed my stance up with my coaches at school, and it's allowed me to see the ball a lot better and recognize pitches, and I've also become a little more patient, which maybe has led to a couple of missing some good pitches, but in the end, I feel like I'm way more comfortable in the box and I'm seeing the ball a lot better.
So you must be a happy camper these days, Ryan. You are back on the field, fully recovered from that shoulder injury, but I also understand you have some family in town this week visiting on the homestand. What's that been like?
I do. My parents both came out here for my 21st birthday, and I was able to go celebrate with them and go out to dinner, and it's been awesome to have them here. I mean, when I came home from school, I was only able to see them for like 2 days before I flew out for the summer, and to have them here for several days. We've been traveling around. I went to see Notre Dame the other day and went to the Lake Michigan today, so it was awesome. Awesome spending time with them.
Did you do anything special for your 21st?
I got to play baseball. I got to hang out with my family and my host family, and went out to dinner. So that was a good time.
All right, Ryan, thanks so much for joining me here on the pregame show here on Ustream Stretch Internet and Access Vision. Glad to see you fully recovered from that injury. Back out there on the field for the Bombers. You're in the starting lineup tonight. We look forward to seeing you out there. Thanks again for joining me.
Appreciate it.
Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. First pitch coming up next from C.O. Brown Stadium.